Hey guys, so before I commit to any bigger projects on my channel, any bigger games, I wanted to play something shorter. I was actually going to play a game called Before Your Eyes, and you're supposed to blink. It's an interactive game, quite a short narrative experience. I heard it's quite emotional, but I need to figure out a camera situation because I think you need like 2 cameras for that. But then there's Stanley Parable. That's quite an old game, and I was told so many times it's great. So I wanna try that. I don't know much about it. You are playing the Stanley Parable. I'm gonna guess the narrator's name is Stanley. And it's never the end, it's never the end, it's never the end. That sounded like Linkin Park.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard.
I feel you.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-lifting, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Okay, that's so depressing.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Oh.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, don't tell me this is a WSD type of a game. Oh my god, screw you guys. Ah, why do they always do that? Keyboard, mouse, of course. Yeah, another game that doesn't respect left-handed people. That's so bad. Okay, anyway, I think we'll survive. I just need to rearrange my desk. We're gonna double ASD today, which is not a drug. I don't know, sounds like a drug. What am I supposed to do? Okay, no, I can press on things. I'm gonna go back to my cubicle. This is where I feel safe. Like, I really cannot approach the PC any closer. Well, nothing's happening. Okay, I'm gonna just go. Try and open random door.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Meeting room, you're saying? I feel you. Where is that? I'm gonna go to the meeting room now, because I know where it is. I have no idea. I suppose this is where people would meet. It has to be, well, quite intuitive.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Wait. Hey, am I supposed to do that? Am I supposed to do that? What if I enter the... Okay, I don't know. I usually go left, so fine. Oh no! Well, we're screwed. If that was a horror... There's no one here, anywhere. Found a meeting room. Oh!
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Smart. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. There's a whiteboard manager, guys. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Right? Not okay. Okay. Are there any tips in here? Get Chris out of the broom closet. Hire someone to synergize papers. Oh, who moved my desk? There's nothing in here. Number of slides on this side. Charts? Oh. Okay, let's check it. I don't want to be like sloppy. Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Room. Guy's supposed to be in there.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
But what if I actually do something in here?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Stop it, you're messing with me. I will never leave if you say such things.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Stop messing with me. Oh my god. Wait.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely
I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I will not leave that room.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Stop it. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go. Anything you have to say?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to
What
his
if I go
boss's
downstairs,
office.
eh? What if I go downstairs? Wait, this is creepy. I don't want to go in there, you know, because well, if I go, that door will close. And he's not saying anything to me about that.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything.
Oh my God. What? I don't know. This
is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
wow. This was so insubordinate of me. I need to listen to the narrator. I recently played... Am I back in my cubicle? Of course I am. I recently played Little Misfortune, and the narrator was not to be trusted in that game. So now...
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. I feel you, okay? I will do what you told me to do. I will go to the freaking meeting room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do I want to go there, or do I want to turn right? If I go right, then you'll, put me in the loop again. Okay, I'm going to be a nice girl. I'm gonna be so nice. I'm gonna do whatever he tells me. We are so done. We're being silly.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Gonna go. Okay, should we go through that silly thing again? Should we?
Oh,
Let's.
no. Oh, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Oh my... I love that narrator. He's so snarky. I love interacting with him. Okay, I'm gonna go back in there. I wonder if he's gonna say anything. No? Are you? Okay, I'm gonna go. I clearly this is not fun for him.
Coming
And
to a
going
staircase,
downstairs.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Upstairs? Well, I guess that's even higher. Jesus. Now that looks like Resident Evil. Executive bathroom. Wow. No secretary, no one.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845. Where is it? Oh! 2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh my. Now, right now, I'll be afraid of getting murdered by a psychopath. They're actually well adjusted, so... who knows? They're an elevator. Sure is. Wait, no, did I lose again? Don't tell me I lost again.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh, right. This is not a horror game now, is it? Do you think anything
Stanley
will,
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Holy shit. Shite. Scheiße. Mad.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
This reminds me of the movie called Cube. Cube was it, right? Yeah, they were stuck in this cube going around. Crazy stuff. Do you think I should have gone right?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What are those? Can't do anything with these. Oh. Well, I guess I have no choice. That's so peculiar.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
This is me, employee 427, right? Yeah, that's my cubicle, I think. Oh, excuse me, am I supposed to go in there?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
So dark.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
How? How am I going to do that, Mr. Narrator? Mind controls idle awaiting input. Oh, that's the thing, right? That's the thingy that we're looking for? System power on off. I think I will figure this one out. Okay, am I supposed to... Or did I break the game? No.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine! Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
This is lovely.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Oh, beat the game. Wait, what? Did I really beat the game already? That's it? No. Why am I back in here? Dude. Hello? Phone's ringing. Which one? Which one is it? Where's the phone go? Oh.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct?
Yes? Oh, no, I don't know.
Understood. Your order will be canceled immediately. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Okay. Where's the narrator? Am I supposed to go right? Am I supposed to go to the meeting room or... Oh shit, I thought there was blood. What about narrator? I feel so lonely. Where are you, friend?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, you clearly want me to go right, don't you?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
That's it?
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
That's it? Oh.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, stop it. Okay, I'm gonna see what's out there, but I won't enter. Because if I enter, he will lock the doors behind me. I'm gonna listen to him.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Wait, there's a... That's an elevator going down. There's so many options here. How would I know where to go? Okay, I'm gonna go back and see what happens.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I see what you did there. You don't want me to play around the...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
He doesn't want me to play around. Oh. Was that here?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Oh.
But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk.
That's
What
the
could its
game's...
purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
We're doing the same thing again. That doesn't make much sense. Are we going to reach the same outcome? I feel like we will reach the same outcome. I feel like we gotta go back. Or like do something else. Take another route.
Stanley walked
perhaps.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
That I did. No, we need to do something else, but I don't know, I'll redo that, because maybe something else
The lights rose
happens.
on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Is there an
Now
end to
the
it
monsters
that game?
jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Right, let's do that again. It will take us back to 427, and we'll stop listening to the narrator. It's clearly not to be trusted. He made me do that again.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? And Stanley was happy.
Right. Okay, no, we have to take another route. Because we can't keep doing the same thing over and over again. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's do something else. Back in our cubicle. Fair enough.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Wait, we already went on the right, so let's... God, I don't know, I'm so confused. Let's go over there. We'll find another route. We'll go somewhere else.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
No, that doesn't make any sense. I don't want to redo that.
Could he really be all alone? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh my god, he's actually punishing me for what I did. Okay, I give up. I'm sorry, Mr. Narrator.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Okay, I know, we're gonna find a way here, a different one. There surely will be a different route. Or am I actually exploring like everything all over again? I don't think there'll be a different route. But I'm gonna check, and if not, then we're gonna go back and turn right, not left.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh! Well, this is new. Well, I'm gonna go there. The game clearly
Although
wants
this
me.
passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
What? 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 Okay, I'm gonna die now, right?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Okay. I will die, I believe him, you know, I 100%
At this
believe
point,
him.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I'm fairly certain I really will die. Am I supposed to jump down there? I think I committed suicide.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Did I really die?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Holy crap. What is that? 1, 2, 3. Can I open that? Button sounds. A selection of the sounds used through the game when buttons are pressed. Oh, so they're like showing off. Very nice. Where am I supposed to go? Is this the end of the game? The boss's office, screens from the development. Alright, I am fairly certain I'm in the some sort of advanced credits section. So they're like showing off. Maintenance room. Well, I'm just gonna go. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Thus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Am I going crazy? Maybe it isn't the same image. Was the clock there before? I don't remember. How do I go back? The point of Stanley Parable is to win, is to lose. Were you born with a magnificent voice, or did you bargain with a magician to reach? And finally, the most important question of all, what is Stanley's last name? Oh no, what? Wait, what? Okay. I was kind of expecting for something to happen. How the fuck do I get out of here? Exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. how they wish to control one another, how they both wish to be free.
Okay.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path.
Wait, am I supposed to quit it now? Oh, I don't know.
Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time for you.
Okay. Okay, I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. Am I supposed to... was I supposed to do that? Oh, no. I don't know what happened, guys. I have no idea. Oh, I'm gonna have to look into it somehow. I guess that the game was about like being stuck and like redoing all the things in your life, not changing anything, not having the courage to change anything. I guess that's what was their intention. Okay, so like there's so many endings: left door endings, right door endings, pre-two doors ending room, freedom ending, obey everything the narrator tells you to do. At the end, Stanley will destroy the mind control facility. We did that. Countdown ending. Nuclear self-destruct function, we didn't do that. Museum ending, we did that. Mariella ending, she found my corpse, we did that. Broom closet ending, if you go to the broom closet enough times, after resetting the game, the narrator will board it up. He did that, I annoyed him. Yeah, but I think most of all they were trying to play with the choices convention, which was really nice. I like breaking the fourth wall in game. I hope you enjoyed that one. Do subscribe and leave a like if you did. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.